Hey, Dino. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's ND72 coming to you from inside my garage because it has been pouring all weekend out here with the rain. So I had to keep going in and out, and this video is basically from the future of the original videos and all that stuff. So today basically we're going to be working on the interior a little bit, putting some of the JEGS racing seats in and doing the MOMO steering wheel. And then we're going to see how much everything weighs and see how much we kind of lost a couple lbs doing that. And to make it a little bit more comfortable as I drive, because the factory one is kind of like you were sloshing left and right, these hold you in pretty well. So I hope you guys enjoy, and see you in a couple seconds. Alright, I didn't show pulling the seats out, but they're pretty easy. It's a T27 and it's just 4 bolts. And one thing you will need to do is make sure the seats have enough power, like basically there's a battery in the car and all that stuff. And you'll have to move the seat backwards and forwards to actually get to the 4 bolts on them. But they're pretty easy and pretty straightforward to pull out. We just got the driver's seat out. We got a lot of crap and dirt right now, so now we're gonna grab a handy little Dyson, clean up everything out of here, all the tools and all that stuff, and start getting everything fitted for it. Alright. Alright, got the driver's side test fitted. Not bad. I got a good amount of room for everything. Yeah, let's see if I can fire that up. Yeah, turn my wheel, grab the shifter, e-brake. I've been arm lengths of everything. See my mirrors, see everything. My arm is not fully stretched, and I still got moving the steering wheel a little bit. Alright, we're going to start off with just cutting off the bottom parts of the bracket. It's basically just a normal steel 1/8 inch thick angle. I already cut up basically this ruler to get the exact dimensions for it. So I'm going to do on one side, I'm going to cut it, and then just go do the other side for the driver's seat. Alright, I got the 3 center pieces cut. Alright, looks like they'll fit perfectly. Let's pull the welder up, measure a couple more times, and start tacking these in, and then pull it all out and get a final weld. Alright, I got them very crappy tacked in. I'm going to go clean up all the metal, and then actually put a nice good bead of weld on them. Alright, got the 2 front ones done on the driver's side. The welds aren't perfect, but I'm going to clean them all up, check for any cracks and all that stuff, make sure they're good, either re-weld where needed, and then test fit it and start getting off the paint and all that stuff. I still got to put the last brace back here, but it's looking good so far. Alright, passenger one's getting all painted up. Not bad so far, not bad. I'm going to throw a nice final coat on there, let it sit, and then start loading the seats in for passenger side. Alright, we're on the driver's seat. I got the holes pre-drilled, so now I'm just going to literally just, mock it up to the Benz. And then I'm going to drill the one there, mount it, the one there, mount it, measure on each side and make sure it's perfect, and then keep going. Alright guys, we're all ready to actually install the seats. One thing I did figure out to do is put the top down. It's going to be a lot easier to put them in. We got one mount over there, still drying from the paint. And then the passenger one should be right there on the tire. That one's all good, but with all the cutting and stuff like that, I did get a lot more debris in the car, a lot of metal shavings and stuff like that. So I'm going to vacuum them up really quick, and then start putting the passenger side in real quick. Alright. Alright, seat mount and everything's all in there. Very, very, very sturdy. I kept the original seat belts. Same mounting, same hardware. And as you can see over here, the same. There you go, focus in. The cover is kind of wavy right now. I'm letting it sit in the sun. It's about like 97 degrees out here in Florida. I'm gonna let it sit, so when I stretch it and actually put the buttons in, it'll go in really nicely. But as a passenger, I'm very happy with it. It's almost perfect height with the roll bar. The doors shut. Got almost perfect clearance with it. This one is the 17-inch hip. The one for the driver's side for me is going to be a 16-inch hip because I'm a little bit of a smaller guy. But this should be perfect, and it's very low down. So even bigger, 6'4". I got my one buddy who's 6'2". He's hopping in it, and he said it's going to fit pretty nice. So, all right, I'm going to do the driver's side now, and then hopefully we're done because it's hot. Let's see what Annie out here. One word of advice when you're mounting these: make sure you put the bolts the right way, not like that. Like that, or you're gonna have the bolt go straight up your bum. That's gonna be no fun. Alright, let's keep on. Alright, we got the both seats in with the covers on, the wheel all in. The covers, definitely this one I gotta let sit out a little bit more and keep stretching it. There's one or two more buttons I still gotta do. But I'm kind of letting the sun beat on it and all that stuff. The sun kind of went down over here, so I'm gonna have to drive it forward. That one's all in. They're pretty sturdy. Steering wheel's on. It's pretty good. You can see the huge difference of just like how I sit forward. And I already put the top up. Everything does clear. Alright guys, this part of the video was going to be where I was going to weigh the seats. I tried to do it like 4 different ways so you could actually see how it went down. But the scale I'm using, I just couldn't get the angle, and the seats were just way too wide to see it. So what I basically had to do is put my own weight on there and then weigh it with me holding the seat. It's not the most accurate, but the closest way I could do it. So I weigh, on that scale, the same 1, 5, 6, and the seats were 212. So we're gonna do simple old school math. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Move 1 over there. So you got that, and then you got 6. And then you're gonna move that over there, so you got 0 minus that. Move 1 over there, so you got 10, and then 5, and then that's 0. So 56 lbs are what the factory Mercedes seat that I pulled out for that one would be. That's minusing the stuff I needed to transfer over to the other one. So maybe like a half a pound of seatbelt stuff I had to move over. And then the JEG ones, the seat weighed 11 pounds, and the cover was basically 1.5. So that equals 12.5 pounds. So factory is 56, that one's 12. 56 minus 12 would be 2, so that's 4 going over. We lost 44 lbs on driver and passenger side, so you times that by 2, and then that's 88 pounds we lost in total, just from the seats. It's pretty good, I think. Alright, I had to push the CLK out, threw an outdoor cover on it. We're going to see how that holds up in the rain. That way I could do steering wheel on the SLK. We're going to see what happens. Alright, the steering wheel tools you're going to need from start to finish is just a teeny low impact drill with a T3 on it to put the steering wheel on. To take the nut off, you're going to need a Allen 10 and then a little bit of an extension, and I'm using a impact gun for it. Some people just like to do breaker bars and stuff like that. And then also T27. This universal one works very well, and it's easy to get in there, and they're cheap. Time to pull the steering wheel off. You're going to start off by getting the airbag off, and you're just going to need a T27. And there's going to be 2 bolt holes right in there. And the other one is right down in there. You might have to move the steering wheel back and forth. Make sure you got airbag disabled or the battery undone. And then you just pop those loose, bring them out on both of them, and then I already took mine loose and they'll come right out. And then there's going to be a plug that I already unplugged right on the back of the airbag. And just be careful when you're doing that stuff. Make sure the battery's undone. That way you don't get hit in the face with a airbag. Then I just take my huge impact and just bust it right off. It comes right off with this huge impact. If you don't have a impact gun, then I suggest you have two people, one person holding the wheel for you, and you have a huge breaker bar and break it loose. And then the wheel will come right off, like so. And now to install the hub and all that stuff, this is the steering angle sensor. There's some videos out there that have you remove this and remove all the wires for the horn and all that stuff to actually make it clear. So if you do that, you'll get a ESP will not work anymore because it won't know the steering angle of the car, and you'll have a couple other issues of just a lot of ESP stuff will start be going wrong. But the way I'm going to show you right now is how to keep this so then the car runs just like as normal. Alright, we got the hub all there, we got the wires pulled out. I did cut the airbag one. I still have it there in case I ever do want to put the airbag. I have the connector and all that stuff, but I don't need it, so that way it keeps it out of the way. And the hub fits on there pretty good now, and I just put your bolt back in. Hub is all in there and very, oh, it's sturdy, it's tight. So make sure when you put it in there, add more Loctite, and make sure you have everything torqued down properly. And then you put a little boot cover over there. Wheels in. We got the horn wired up. We're going to test a couple things out right now. Horn works. I got all the bolts in. It's very sturdy and all that stuff. Everything seems to be pretty good on it. Another thing is I still have full easy reachable for all my controls and all that stuff. I still could move the steering wheel up and down, so I have full mobility like it was stock. So I'm really happy. One thing I will say, this steering wheel says MOMO on it, but I have reasons to believe it is just a knockoff because it was so cheap. It came in MOMO boxes, it came in everything, but I don't know, unless MOMO products are, if you can see, there's already a teeny little scratch. Let's see if it'll focus. Teeny little scratch and just like little things like that. And the horn is a little uneven and all that stuff on just how the button goes in. So I don't know if it was just a knockoff or it's just how the MOMO stuff is nowadays. But I am very happy with how it came out and everything. Alright, a few reasons why I got rid of the steering wheel was it's kind of bulky. I'm not a big fan of how it looks and all that stuff. It's still pretty good quality and all that stuff. It's got a teeny little tear over there and all that, but I'm trying to drop weight on this car, and I just wanted something that feels a little bit nicer. I want to see if I could do it, and I've seen everyone who was having troubles getting the steering angle and all this other stuff done, so I figured out how to do it. But we're going to see how much this one weighs. This is 9.2 pounds on this whole setup, and the whole MOMO one with everything with the hub was like 1.5 pounds. So that right there is a little bit of weight I just lost from that. So, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. The seats and steering wheel just brought us one step closer to getting to the point where we can actually start taking all the doors and all that stuff off. So far, it's been a fun little project. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like and the subscribe button. And then any of the comments you guys want me to do with the videos of install the parts and any of my other cars, just let me know, and God bless.